Range Rover Velar, surely one of the most beautiful cars ever created. This particular model is the First Edition and retails for $168,000. With this fancy schmancy satin silver flux finish, or flux silver, one or the other, that makes it an extra $13,500. So this is $182,000. What do you get for $182,000? You get a car that's made of exotic materials. For a start, this particular car is 81% aluminium, body panels and side panels and so forth. They've been able to make them 0.4 of a millimetre thinner, so they're 1.4 mil thick, which hasn't compromised on safety or strength, but has made it much lighter. This car weighs just 1,880 kilos. The rear tailgate is plastic, and it's electric, and you can kick to open it. And with the key also in my bag, I can do this. With the key in my bag, I can do this. Pretty cool. Along with the super cool colour are these super cool door handles. With the key in your bag, just press this. The handles pop out all the way around, mirrors pop out, and you're ready to get in. The rear of the car's got plenty of room, and this is a great spot to sit and have a picnic or whatever. And under the floor is a space saver spare. There's a cover for your parcels and bits and bobs, and there's even speakers in the back. In fact, this car has the upgraded stereo, 23 speakers and like 1,600 watts of sound. And of course, when you're done, nice. Your rear camera is just here. And the rear seats fold down for a almost flat floor. And the back seat's pretty comfortable, with tons of room, and the back seats are even adjustable electrically. When you approach the car, when you unlock the doors from the outside, the dashboard comes to life. I'm just going to I think the thing about driving a Range Rover is that it's pretty cool anyway. And most people will argue that the thing that a Range Rover had going for it was its off-road capability. And because this is all-wheel drive, not proper four-wheel drive, its off-road capability is somewhat limited. The ride is spectacular, but it is compromised slightly by such big wheels. If the wheels had slightly higher sidewalls, we'd probably be okay. On the road, there are things to protect you. The car's looking around you the whole time to make sure that no one else is going to hit you. Now, you can't see it on the film, but this thing is actively steering me inside these lines. It can be a little bit annoying and it can be a little bit intrusive, but once you get used to it, it is absolutely brilliant. The active cruise control will keep you a set distance from the car in front. Some of the things that you can't see is the little elements that are in the front window for de-icing. So it's the same as the ones on your rear window, but this is on the front window. Along with the blind spot monitoring, the car will also try and avoid an accident if it thinks that you're going to change lanes and someone's there. If it sees someone and you don't, it will try and steer you back into the lane. None of the active steering is intrusive enough to take over from the driver, but it can catch you unaware. This car doesn't have Apple CarPlay, and I've had some trouble streaming my music. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be operating happily with the latest upgrade of Apple software. But Jaguar assures me that by flashing the software, that will fix that problem. Let's hope it does. I particularly like the crouch function, so that it will crouch on its air suspension when you apply the handbrake or put it into park or turn the car off. All of that is configurable. Everything in this car is configurable. You can activate or deactivate the safety devices as you see fit. It is all absolutely brilliant. If you would like to see a demonstration on the automatic parking, we do have one that we did for the Range Rover SVR, so I'll put a link to that in the comments below. Controversially, I am going to give Range Rover Velar 9 out of 10, and I'll explain why. It is unbelievably comfortable. It does exactly what it says on the box. It is quiet, it is quick, it's relatively economical unless you sink the boot in. It is packed full of features. What this feels like to drive is not so much an SUV, but it feels more like a full-size Jaguar. It is very floaty and very comfortable and very luxurious. The interior is impeccable. The exterior is absolutely beautiful. This paint job, expensive though it is sensational. And if nothing else, on looks alone, it absolutely blitzes everything else on the market. Don't forget, subscribe.